My husband and I, both type O. Our son? Type A. I simply, calmly, did two things. First, I pulled a strand of hair from my son's head when he wasn't looking. Second, I tore up the share transfer agreement I'd prepared.
I need express results. How fast can you do it?
The technician glanced up from her paperwork.
Standard processing is 5 business days. Rush is today by 4 p.m. Triple the cost. Rush it.
My hands trembled slightly as I handed over the sample. I opened the electronic report, skipped straight to the end. DNA analysis indicates a 0.0001% probability of biological relationship between Vivian Hart and Alex Robinson. Based on genetic marker analysis, evidence does not support Vivian Hart as the biological mother of Alex Robinson. Even though I prepared myself, seeing those words made my vision blur for a moment. I leaned against the wall and slid down to the floor. Not my child. I'd raised a child who wasn't mine for 9 years. So where was my child?
Dr. Susi, I need to access my delivery records and hospitalization files from 9 years ago.
Her smile froze for a moment.
That was so long ago. The files might already be archived.
It took some effort, but eventually someone from the records room brought over a folder. I flipped it open. The documentation was shockingly sparse. Only basic informations. Admission time, discharge time, delivery method, newborn weight, no detailed labor notes, no nurse handoff records, no pediatric examination reports.
Is this everything?
She looked apologetic.
That's all we have in the system. Paper records are usually kept for 10 years. You're right at the edge of that window.
What about the newborn footprints? The blood samples?
She shook her head.
Those should be in the newborn records, but we couldn't locate them.
It was obvious there was something wrong. An abnormally simple medical file. Missing newborn records. A child who wasn't mine, but looked exactly like my husband. The pieces were starting to form a picture I didn't want to see. Then I started searching. The master bedroom, the living room, Alex's room. I went through everything, looking for... I didn't even know what. I found nothing. Finally, I turned to the computer in the study. The truth had to be in there. Footsteps in the hallway. I quickly closed out of the files I'd been opening. When Julian pushed the door open, I was straightening papers on the desk. He glanced at the computer screen. It had returned to the desktop. A photo of the 3 of us at the beach from 3 years ago.
Still up?
Just organizing some old documents.
I reached over and turned off the monitor. He stood there for a moment like he wanted to say something. In the end, he just nodded.
Get some rest.
I sat in the darkness, listening to his footsteps fade down the hall. That night, I didn't touch the computer again. I lay in bed, thoughts racing, unable to find sleep. I turned on the computer and tried the password. Our wedding anniversary. Wrong. His birthday? Wrong. Alex's birthday. Still wrong. I tried the date we first met. His mother's birthday. The day the company was founded. All wrong. The system locked me out. Please try again in 15 minutes. I sat there, staring at the login screen. This computer we'd bought together, now locked against me. That evening, Julian came home from work. He was barely through the door when he said,
I'm going to Italy tomorrow. Business trip. Not sure how long I'll be gone.
I came out of the kitchen carrying a dish.
That's sudden. Who are you going with?
He set his briefcase on the table and turned to
Just
look at
someone. It was a last-minute arrangement. Vivian, can you not do this?
I stared at him, confused. It was just a casual question. Why was he reacting like this?
You question everything. You suspect everyone. I'm just going to work.
I turned back to serve the rice. My hands were shaking slightly.
I was just asking.
He said nothing more. Walked straight to the bedroom. Dinner was silent. Alex must have sensed something was off. For once, he didn't complain about the food. After his shower, Julian grabbed his coat from the sofa to hang it up. A receipt slipped from the pocket and fell near my feet. After he left the room, I picked it up. A perfume purchase. Expensive. Bought yesterday afternoon. A brand name I didn't recognize. But I knew it wasn't for me. I thought about our marriage. 10 years.
Julian hadn't bought me a gift in all that time.
Not since our first anniversary. A scarf. I still had it somewhere.
Here's
My
why you
husband and
need to
I,
keep watching.
Both type O.
First,
Our son?
a DNA
Type A.
test
I
shatters your
simply
10-year
calmly
marriage.
did two things.
Second,
First,
every
I
clue
pulled a
missing
strand of hair from my
records,
son's head when he
locked
wasn't
passwords,
looking. Second,
a perfume
I tore out the
receipt
share transfer
leads to a
agreement
bigger
I'd
lie.
I need
Third,
express results. How fast
You'll
can you do
race
it?
to uncover who your
Technician
real
glanced up
child
from her
is.
paperwork.
Hit
Standard
home to
processing is
catch
5
the full
business days.
story.